Good morning, everybody. Time for devotions, Thursday morning. I hope you're all well and recovering from whatever. Guys, it's a great privilege to be able to share with you some of the beautiful names of God. We've been looking at the name Jehovah Rapha, which is the name Moses gave to God at the point of needing healing. And God acknowledged that He's the God who heals us. And we see how Moses took that step of faith and trusted God by doing something very simple, by just throwing a stick into a water, and God evidenced His power to heal. You see, God who made us is also able to heal us when we go wrong. We've said also that the reason that we need healing is often very obvious. Sometimes that we need healing because we hurt at the point of the consequence of our own sin. Sometimes somebody else sins against us and we hurt because of that. Sometimes we have to hurt because God is deliberately trying to get our attention, and there's nothing like pain to do just that. And there is some sickness, we said yesterday, that stays. It's there for a purpose, and it's that thorn in the flesh that Paul referred to. And then some sin leads to that appointment, hurt or sickness leads to that appointment that we call death. Let me talk quickly today about what God does heal. There are three things I want to talk about. The first thing is God is able to heal the body. This is the obvious one. We turn on TV, we see healing services all over the place. Everybody wants to be healed. They take long journeys to different places, thinking that if I could just take a pilgrimage to this place, if I could just drink of this water, if I could just have this person pray for me, if I could just touch this rock, or if I, everybody out there is searching after physical healing. Now I know that God is perfectly able, for goodness sake, to heal us. I know that He is able to, and I know that He wants to as well. In Isaiah 53 verse 5, we have that beautiful verse that is often quoted, where it speaks of He was pierced for our transgressions, He was crushed for our iniquities, and the punishment that brought us peace was on Him, and by His stripes we are healed. And then we read in Jesus' life the beauty of what Jesus did. Wherever Jesus went, He was compassionate to those who were physically in need. In fact, in Matthew chapter 4:23, it says, He went throughout Galilee, proclaiming the gospel of the kingdom and healing every disease and every affliction. We have so many examples of it in Jesus' life here on earth, where Jesus healed the blind men. He healed people who were deaf. He touched their ears. They were healed. He healed those who were paralytics. He healed those who were just in all forms of sickness. He healed Peter's mother-in-law because she had a fever. God can heal anything that is physical. That's the first thing I want us to truly understand. But my challenge today is simply this. If God is able to heal like that, why is it that very often He's the last resort? We only go to God for and ask Him for healing when we've tried everything else. People who come to the place where they need healing will have been to 100 different doctors, been to specialists, tried different medications, tried homeopathic stuff, tried whatever in order to find that which they're looking for. And God must get, I think, saddened when He sees us running off and thinking we can find our healing somewhere else. We need to come to Him first, not as a last resort. Now, I'm not for a minute saying that God is not going to use medical science and use medication. Sometimes our healing is going to be found there. But even if it is found there, we still know that we give God the glory for His healing. Because that stick that Moses held was the agent through which God brought healing to that water. Maybe God will bring somebody across your path as you ask Him. Maybe there will be healing, maybe there won't. We trust the sovereignty of God for His healing. I had the privilege yesterday with one of our other pastors, Errol, visiting a beautiful couple, Johan and Cecile. I hope they don't mind me mentioning their names, but I left that place just so blown away, inspired, and courage in my heart. Just my courage returned as I saw this beautiful couple struggling through the issues of cancer and bad reports. But they had turned bad news into a very good report. The bad news was Johann had cancer. The good report was that he was ready to meet his Maker. He was looking forward to go to heaven. He was anticipating amazing things. And I was humbled as I sat with him and I watched, and I thought, this is God at work. This is legitimate and this is real. As he took his faith, and the two of them had pledged their faith in Christ to say, we know you can heal, God. We're convinced of that. We've seen it, we've experienced it, but now we're trusting you for that which may be inevitable, but even at the end of the day, we will continue to trust you. Let's go to God first, people. As much as doctors and people are able to help, and I'm sure we will use them, but even if God uses them, they're just a stick in God's hand. Just like Moses with a stick in his. Let's think about that today. And maybe if you're at that point where you're crying out for healing, you need a touch from God, go and ask him, for goodness sake. Go and ask him first for that healing, and then let's try the rest as a result. That makes sense? I hope so. Have a great day. Bye.